Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. For those of you that are new, I'm Anna, and this is Home and Garden with Anna. I'm standing here in front of a beautiful bucket full of florals that I picked up at Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's opened. I'm so excited. It's going to be a weekly thing for me. They have the best prices on florals, and what I love about Trader Joe's is they have so many filler stems that you can pick up for your floral arrangement. Today we're going to be creating our Easter table, a very simple, fresh Easter table for our Easter dinner, and I want to make a beautiful arrangement for the center of that table. We're going to be using things that I already own, so I didn't buy anything new for the table setting. Something simple and fresh and festive. That's what I want. I'm so excited about this. We have some beautiful white tulips to start with. I saw these and had to grab them. They are so beautiful, and you guys know my obsession with purple. I have no idea how to pronounce this, so I'm just gonna put the tag here so you guys can see what they are called. Are they not gorgeous? Let's see if I can pronounce it. 𝓪𝓮𝓭 bunches? I'm not sure. 𝓪𝓮𝓭. Not really sure, but they are certainly interesting. So I wanted to try and incorporate some of those in my little arrangement. I'm not really sure what this one is called, but here is the SKU. If you're interested. I love all the different greeneries that you can pick from. Create your arrangement and then add your pops of color. I love that. Same with this. I think this is like a, I'm not sure, boxwood maybe. This is the aster. So I got I got 2 bunches of the aster, which is so gorgeous. I now want to try and plant this. And then the last thing we're going to be using today. Ooh, does this have a name? It's just, I'm not sure. Look at that. Is that not interesting? It just says green accent. I decided to go ahead and use my soup tureen with no lid or tray. I think that this is just beautiful. I might actually set it on the actual tray. I have not yet used this for soup. I keep using it for florals, and the reason why is because it sits low. You may not be able to see over it. I don't know. I don't know how big this one's gonna be, and I don't have a frog, so I'm going to create one using some chicken wire down inside there. I'll show you how I do that. And we are just going to get busy and build a beautiful arrangement, I hope, with all of this beautiful color that we have here. Look how beautiful this turned out, you guys. I love it so much. I could have used some more of the picks, but next time I'll remember. I just think that it turned out so beautiful. It's going to be beautiful on our Easter table, and that is what we are going to set up next. So let's go ahead and take care of that. It's breathtaking. Okay, guys, now we're going to move over to the dining table. I'm going to go ahead and get that set up. And I like to set the table up beautiful so that when everybody comes over, it makes them feel really special. Not that the table's going to stay identical to this on the day of Easter. Because the arrangement is large, we're going to want to move that so that we can conversate easily. And most people don't like the chargers, so those usually get removed too. But I always like to set a beautiful table just to make everybody feel special. So we're going to start with a runner that I got at Kirkland's a couple years ago, and it's reversible. I'm going to show you the other side in just a second. Put that beautiful arrangement I made in the center, my brass candlestick holders, and my pink candles. Two of the candles, these here, were broken, so they were a little wobbly. I had these wood-like chargers, so I decided to go ahead and use them because I had enough for this table, so that was great. I'm going to use two different kinds of plates. Because I had two bunny plates that I had bought when Ernie and I lived in an apartment and I wanted to make our Easter special, I'm putting those at the end of the table, and then I'm using our everyday blue ones for every other place setting. And I think that this works out just perfectly. And then I had bought these beautiful, very casual linen, I don't know that they're linen, I'm not sure what they are, napkins, and washed them last time we used them, and they frayed at the end. But I love them because they're beautiful pink, and they're perfect. They're very relaxed, so nobody feels odd using them. And I always have to remind people, use the napkins. That's why I gave them to you. So I just, as I'm using them, going ahead and cutting off any loose threads. I have an odd number of the napkin rings, so I'm just every other one using the same one. So I have two patterns, but every other one, just to make it all blend. And then these bunny heads, I got two sets last year or the year before at Kirkland's as well. They have them again this year. They're so adorable. So I went ahead and placed those all around the candles, and we're going to go ahead and get the candles lit, and I'm going to give you a little tour of how it all looks together. I think this is the most simple, festive, beautiful Easter table. I really love how that table turned out. Okay, now on to the potato croquettes. So I have 5 pounds of potatoes that I have peeled and boiled till soft, just like if you were making mashed potatoes. And I waited for them to cool down. I'm going to go ahead and season them up with some salt, some pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. This is seasoned to your liking, okay? So I would say I used about 2 teaspoons of salt, a teaspoon of pepper, and a teaspoon of garlic powder and garlic powder and onion powder. You're going to be mixing this up and tasting it. Oh, and nutmeg, nutmeg. Probably about a teaspoon of nutmeg as well. You're going to go ahead and mash this up and give it a taste. Adjust the seasoning to your liking and to your family's liking. You can put any seasoning you want in these, but this is what we use. I noticed that it needed more salt, so I'm going to go ahead and add that. Give it another mix. Now I'm going to take 6 eggs, and I'm going to separate the egg whites from the egg yolks. I'm going to put the egg yolks in with the potatoes. This is why it's important to taste the potatoes before you get to this step. Make sure you like them. Now we're going to go ahead and really mix the egg yolks in with the potatoes. You want it so that you can't tell there's egg yolk in there. I'm going to show you what they look like when they're all done. And once you do that, you're going to go ahead and take your potatoes and your egg whites and you're going to put them in the refrigerator, preferably overnight. I did this in the same day, a couple hours later, and you can do that, but I promise you it works better if you do it overnight. You want your potatoes really chilled. I'm going to go ahead and put some regular old breadcrumbs on a plate. I end up adding some panko later because I run out. And I'm going to give the egg whites a whisk. I want them a little light in color before I start dipping my potatoes in. And then we're going to take a scoop with an ice cream scooper because I'm just using that just so that my croquettes are uniform in size. And I'm just going to take a little bit of the potato. I'm going to roll it around. We like to shape it kind of like potato. Honestly, they come out different all the time. But just like that, and then you roll it around in the egg white and then over into the breadcrumbs again, and you're able to really, make the shape perfect at this point. They're really soft because I didn't let them chill overnight. They're not this pliable, or they don't change shape so easily when the potatoes are a lot more chilled. I can't talk today, so just ignore that. But they're easier to work with if you chill them overnight. So anyways, we're just going to go ahead and I made 30 on this day out of 5 pounds of potatoes. So it was 5 pounds of potato, 6 eggs, and 1 container plus a little bit more of breadcrumbs. And this made 30 croquettes, potato croquettes. My mom used to make 10 pounds of potato croquettes, or 10 pounds of potatoes for croquettes when, we were growing up. So 5 pounds works for my family. And then we have leftovers, and I might even have some to freeze, which I'm super excited about. Maybe not. Maybe not. Everybody loves these with gravy on them. They are to die for. Grew up eating these every holiday, and now that my boys aren't all in the same state, anytime I get a chance to do that, I left some eyes in the potatoes, so I was pulling that out. But anytime I get a chance to make these for them, I do, and I know they're going to be so excited for that. So it's a really fun, messy project and worth the effort because your family's they're going to devour them. He's serving this alongside tri-tip, ham, green bean casserole, deviled eggs, a green salad. Oh gosh, what else? Corn on the cob, mac and cheese, rolls, gravy. For dessert, I'm going to make a banana pudding, Paula Deen's banana pudding, and then I'm going to take some help from Costco on dessert. That is our menu, but these are going to be the star of the show, I promise. Would love to know in the comments, what is the one thing your family looks forward to every holiday season, whether it be Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, whatever time of year it is. What is the one thing that you can say you have passed on from generations to your family that they look forward to every year? For us, it's croquettes. Anytime I say mom's making croquettes, they get very, very excited. It is the most consuming item on the menu as far as time goes, but so well worth it. Ernie was very excited when I sent him this picture. So we got 30. We're going to go ahead and put these in the refrigerator until they are chilled. The egg white will create a hard crust on these. I have an air fryer, so I will fill that up with Crisco. I'll deep fry these until a deep golden brown. That's all you need to do, not anything else. And then if there are any that are left over, I will flash freeze and then hard freeze them for another time for the freezer. 30 croquettes ready for Easter. Yum. Hey guys, let's go check out this rug. it is, oh, she's beautiful. Just gorgeous. I love it. It is a navy blue and cream. I love the pattern on it. So beautiful. There's the furniture. 2 chairs still to put together and a coffee table. And I am very excited about this furniture, you guys. It's beautiful. We'll let this relax. And in the next video, you guys will see all of this on our back patio come together beautifully. In case you are interested in this rug, here it is. It is there's the name of it, I guess. And this is the size that we got. I just love it. I cannot wait to see all of this come together. Okay guys, that is gonna do it for today's video. I hope that you guys got some motivation to get your Easter prep going. I am so looking forward to having at least 2 of my sons here, have my house full. There's gonna be 12 of us here this year. My son and daughter-in-law are bringing a neighbor that will be alone this year. Not this year, he will be with us. And I've got lots of cooking to do, and I'm excited. I'm so excited. So if you guys are interested to see how the back patio comes out, make sure you're subscribed, make sure your bell notifications are turned on so you don't miss another video from me. I wanna wish you all a very, very happy Easter. I hope that you get to spend that time with family, with friends. It's a beautiful weekend. He is risen. I love you guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.